Mm-mm. What is good, y'all? Mikey T, the movie star, back at it. Y'all are going to enjoy the podcast tonight. Let me just make sure my audio levels are good. Let me make sure everything's straight with my audio. Let me make sure everything is good for the live stream tonight. Definitely appreciate everybody tapping in. You know what to do when you join the building. Hit that like button. Hit that like button one time. Share this video. Drop it in the comment section. What city and state you're popping in from. Let me know where y'all tapping in from tonight. Definitely appreciate everybody tapping in. I'm the host, Mikey T, the movie star. Tonight, we're about to go back in on Hassan Campbell. That's right. Gully TV, he got it for a couple days. You know what I'm saying? Gully TV didn't want no smoke. Gully TV backed off. So tonight, I'm going in on a whole other topic. This is a pretty crazy topic, actually having to do with, the whole Hassan Campbell, the whole issue in the Bronx, and a new interview that actually popped up with Hassan Campbell on Panda Chop's channel. That's right. Shout out to Panda Chop. Panda Chop does a lot of dope interviews. You know, recently he's just had a whole bunch of people on his channel, man. And much respect to Panda Chop because he's really changing the way the game's working. He's doing his thing. So Panda brought the question. Panda Chop brought the question. You felt like Joe owed you an apology or a conversation? And Hassan said Joe went to the hood. He reached out to my brother T Mac in the hood. Joe has a great deal of respect for T Mac, so don't get it twisted. And he had his manager reach out to Hocus for Fifth. My whole thing is Mac told him Hassan isn't the one who's gonna back down. You got the wrong one. The intimidating, pulling up on the block with 300 to 400 people, pulling up on the block with 300 to 400 people with you, that's not going to work because if you pull up on the block and you got 300 to 400 people with you, you're not even going to be getting out of your car. Hassan Campbell said that car is going to be making a U-turn. That car is going to have to make a U-turn. You're not even going to pull up on the block. You're not even going to get out of the car when you approach me. When you approach me with caution, he said. Wow. Well, you want to know what, Hassan? I am approaching you with caution, you heard? So thanks. Thanks for the advice. I am approaching you with extra caution. And guess what? I got 400 Goonies with me. What are you talking about? I'm not getting out of the car. I could literally get out of the car and smoke a whole Black and Mild uninterrupted and finish it. So again, I got 400 goons with me. You, Hassan, you're by yourself. You're by yourself. Why wouldn't I get out of the car? You're outnumbered. You're outnumbered, dummy. I'm not running nowhere. First of all, any sane person that sees 400 goons pulling up to them is gonna leave. Any sane person who sees 400 goons pulling up is legitimately gonna leave. So what are you saying, Hassan? Everybody in here, hit that like button one time. Definitely appreciate y'all on the tap in. Hit the like button, drop it in the comment section, your city and state. Let me know where you're tapping in from tonight. We got an epic story tonight. We got an epic story for y'all tonight. Hit that like button one time. Show some support to the channel. Hassan Campbell's on here talking hypotheticals. Hassan, you didn't get invited to the meeting. Hassan, you did not get invited to the meeting, homie. That's something you just weren't invited to. And you know what? If you saw 400 goons and you stood there, I would just have to be like, you, Hassan Campbell, are obviously stupid. But how stupid can you be? And second of all, I want to tell you, don't tell people how to roll. Don't tell people how to move. Some people like traveling with 100 goons everywhere that they go. Shout out to my guy, Jim Jones. Some people like rolling deep. Shout out to Hustle Hard Herbie, Mano, and the guys. Hassan, you wouldn't understand shit about rolling deep. Rest in peace to DJ K Slay, rolling 500 deep. RIP K Slay. Whack 100, you'll never be like K Slay. I don't care how deep you roll, you will never be like him. Some people like Mob Deep. You know what I mean? These guys, Mob Deep, rest in peace, Prodigy. They used to mob deep everywhere. They would mob deep everywhere they went. Mob Deep was the real shit, man. Mob Deep was a real crew. Chill out. Roll up. About to roll something up. About to roll something up, y'all. Oh, shit. Let's see. Wisconsin, what up? What up? What up? What's happening? Ooh. This could be good. What does Bimmy think about Hassan Campbell? You know what I mean? And I want to say, everyone watching, miss me with the dry snitching stuff. I'm not DJ Vlad. Hassan Campbell said out of his own mouth he protected Bullets Gotti from Bimmy because Bimmy wanted to rock his snot box. For lack of a better term, he said Bimmy wanted to turn Bullets Gotti's TV off.
Yeah, let me tell you something, man. That shit he talking is his own personal shit, and for a reaction from the people. Bimmy ain't turning nobody TV off. Did he ever turn somebody TV off before? Is he that type of person to be out here in these streets committing killings and murders? No, that was Prince and Freeman. That was their thing. That's not Bimmy thing to be in the streets killing niggas and all that. Though it did have an effect on him, like, yo, who's this guy to even be mentioning my name? And out of anger, you may say some things, but not kill to Hassan. Hell no. If anything, he gonna say whatever he say. He said it to me. Like, yo, who the fuck is this stupid ass motherfucker, man? I said, nah, be easy. I got that, man. He ain't taking it, he taking it with a grain of salt because he's on a whole different level. A whole different level than a Bullis Gotti and a Hassan Campbell, man. Why would he even stoop down that level to some YouTube shit? When you can look at every single video that's been made about him, made with him in it, Everything has been positive. So Gotti can't. I mean, Hassan Campbell can't try to want to try to create an image like, yo, Gotti, yo, you fucking with a gangster nigga, and I help save. Nah, hell no, get the fuck out of here. Who gonna do the killing? Who really gonna get to do the killing? That's setting the nigga up, nigga. That's a conspiracy.
Why is Hassan, asking for credit for protecting Bullets Gotti? Isn't that his right hand man?
He wasn't protecting nobody. How was he protecting Bullets Gotti? Bullets Gotti done got robbed. He done got slapped. He done got chased down the street. Where's the protection at? How was he protecting him? How was he protecting him? Where was the protection? Anybody was able to get next to Bullets Gotti. I was able to get next to Bullets Gotti. Where was the protection? Where was you at that night when he was riding on the bike with his boyfriend? When he was in the village, you wasn't nowhere around. So what the fuck you gonna protect him from your couch? What the Yo, let me tell you something. Hassan's mentality, he think that he's a black mall boss where he can call shots. Hassan is in the fifth grade, man. You gonna still got a fifth grade? You lucky it's late right now. I would have my son come over here. Because if y'all want to believe fifth graders, then you know what? I'm gonna have a YouTube channel with my son on there and just let him tell y'all anything. You know, son's a fifth grader. Everybody knows he will say anything. He will be over disrespectful. He's a criminal. His mentality is criminal. He's an extremist. All criminals are extremists. They don't know how to do something and just fall back. They go to the extreme where they talk about people, mamas, the dead, your kids.
Were you surprised after so many years of people hating Bullets Gotti that Hassan just left him high and dry?
Hell no, I ain't surprised. You know why? I could give you over 10 names that Hassan done did the same thing with, that he done fell out with. The same thing happened. 10. I need 10 names. He fell out with. Hassan falls out with his own family. Bloodline family. You think he gonna do with you? You think he gonna do with Bruce Gotti? You don't care nothing about Gotti. If he really cared about Gotti, right? Look at all of these years. Gotti would have been bigger than what he is. And he's not even big. He's buying subscribers and all that. But Gotti would have been with a platform on his own and holding it down. If he really was helping Gotti, like I used to say before, why you not teaching him? And then that's when I came up with the fifth grade. I'm like, damn, a fucking fifth grade can't teach nobody. And when I say teach somebody, not get up here, regurgitate, talk about what's going on in the news and all this other shit. No, sit down and teach him as a father would a son. Because Bullis Gotti is suffering from the peer pressures of not having a father, not having a role model or anyone out there that cared for him to even say, I love you and I care for your life more than you. You shouldn't be up here doing that. This is how you're supposed to do it. He didn't do that. He continued to let him be out here, be a fucking babbling buffoon. He left Gotti for dead. Hassan made a video. How am I supposed to feed my family? Get off your funky, stinking, shit-stained ass, because you can wear all the shirts you want. You never see him make a video showing the bottom. He showed the top. Shirt, hat, glasses, that's it. You don't never see him, his G's and nothing. One time he made that video with them jeans, and I made that video and wrecked him. He had on some yellow Big Bird jeans on, mustard jeans. I went ham on him because, like, you never see the bottom half of him because he can't dress. He's dirty. All he do is change his shirt. That's what social media is about. Just get a bunch of shirts and change them. You ain't got to worry about buying jeans and sneakers. Nobody never gonna see the bottom. That motherfucker went up there and he came back still talking stupid. You don't deserve nothing. Now we can say what Fat Joe said. God don't like ugly.
Another thing, Whack 100 called Bullets Gotti a snake, and Gotti didn't refute it. Why do you think now it's so important that, like, what is Bullets Gotti trying to be on good terms with Whack 100? Does he want to get down with 100 ENT since, Hassan Campbell let him go?
Oh hell yeah, definitely. He want to sit on another lap. Everybody needs to listen. When Santa Claus come around, what everybody want to do? They want to sit on his lap. Gotti is just looking for Santa Claus. And look, and Whack 100 is the right one. He got on all red, all Pyru, all red. That's his Santa Claus right there. That's his Mr. Santa Claus. So Gotti could go sit on his lap. And once Whack get tired of him, Whack gonna kick him to the curb, and then he gonna make a story about him, and then move on to the next New York jackass who wanna fall for his shit. Gotti's a dumbass. Gotti looking for the next big thing. You know how a little a chick on the strip, she look for the right pimp. And I don't know why Hassan mad, nigga. You know how the game goes.
Hassan shouldn't be mad. He didn't buy him the car.
Man, Hassan wasn't buying nobody a car. Hassan had that one Audi for 30 years, and his fucking girl happened to fucking lease that Mercedes Benz. He's taking it riding around. I ain't nothing in his name. Tell him to show you the papers for it. I already said it. He ain't gonna show you the show. Just we already know your name, nigga. So show us title or lease with your name on it. His name ain't gonna be on it. He gonna be like, yeah, I had to get in my girl name because my shit fucked up. That's cause that's her shit. Fuck out of here. That's her house. All that shit is her shit. You wasn't buying no Gotti a car. What? You gonna skip the sneakers and the shirts and a hat, a jacket for the winter. You see all that short shit Gotti was wearing, them short ass jackets. Yeah, he could have set him out. He could have bought him a motherfucking a pair of clippers. To cut his fucking hair, a comb. Why he didn't buy him the? Come on, man, get out of here, man. I was gonna buy you a car.
He probably saw a Buick on the side of the road one day, like that was for sale for like $1,800, and he was like, "I could get that car for Bullets Gotti for sure." But then YouTube got cut off, and he was like, oh, "I can no longer get Bullets Gotti that Buick."
That's his excuse. That's his excuse he using. People use, yeah, I was just gonna buy. Like I break up with a girl, be like, I just was gonna marry you. See, bitch, you fucked up.
Yep.
That's setting the nigga up, nigga. That's a conspiracy.
Why is Hassan, asking for credit for protecting Bullets Gotti? Isn't that his right hand man?
He wasn't protecting nobody. How was he protecting Bullets Gotti? Bullets Gotti done got robbed. He done got slapped. He done got chased down the street. Where's the protection at? How was he protecting it? How was he protecting him? Where was the protection? Anybody was able to get next to Bullets Gotti. I was able to get next to Bullets Gotti. Where was the protection? Where was you at that night when he was riding on the bike with his boyfriend? When he was in the village, he wasn't nowhere around. So what the fuck you gonna protect him from your couch? What the yo? Let me tell you something. Hassan's mentality. He think that he's a black mob boss where he can call shots. Hassan is in the 5th grade, man. You gonna still got
Guys, just wanted to get everybody started tonight. How's everybody doing? Hope y'all ready for the podcast, because tonight I'm actually going over an exclusive clip from Panda Chop TV, Panda Chop News. That's my guy. He's actually done an interview with me. Excuse me, I was just rolling up, so I wanted to give y'all a little bit of the classic content that I've put out there. So Panda Chap asked him, he's like, you felt like Joe owed you an apology for the conversation? Because back on one of Hassan's last videos, he was saying he pretty much wanted an apology. Joe went to the hood, Hassan said. He reached out to my brother T-Mac in the hood. He says Joe has a great deal of respect for T-Mac, so don't get it twisted. And he had his manager reach out to Hocus 4/5. These are two people that Panda Chop has actually interviewed in the last few months. My guy's on a roll. What can I say? He's getting a lot of top-notch interviews right now, especially the one with Spider Loke as well. So listen, Hassan is saying, my whole thing is Mac told him Hassan isn't the one who's going to back down. You think your man T-Mac said to Fat Joe that Hassan Campbell isn't the type of person that's going to back down? Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? You think he went to Fat Joe and said Hassan isn't the one who's going to back down? You got the wrong one, intimidating, pulling up on the block with 300 to 400 people with you. That's not going to work, because if you pull up on the block, you got 300 to 400 people with you. You're not even going to get out of the car. So Hassan is saying if Fat Joe pulls up on him in the block and Fat Joe were to have one of those major hip hop entourages, that he wouldn't even make it to the block. I mean, Hassan, he probably wouldn't need to make it to the block. You would have probably got mopped up probably about 10 minutes before Fat Joe even got to the block. So let's be real about that. But listen to what this guy Hassan is saying. And everybody in here, share this video, hit the like button if you support the channel. He says if you pull up on the block and you got 300 to 400 people with you, you're not even getting out of the car. That car is going to make a U-turn, and it's going to have to make a U-turn. You're not even going to pull up on the block. You're not even getting out of the car when you approach me. When you approach me with caution, Hassan said. Okay, Hassan. Okay, I am approaching you with extra caution. And guess what? I got 400 Goonies with me. So what are you even saying? I'm not getting out of the car. Like, what sense does that even make? I got 400 goons with me and I'm not getting out of the car. I'm getting out the whip. I'm blowing down a whole L. Hell, even so, Hassan, on your block, one of your ops could come on the block, blow down a whole, smoke a whole black and mild, be chilling, and you wouldn't do shit. He's got 400 goons with him, Hassan. You're outnumbered, dummy. You're outnumbered. You're outnumbered. I'm not running nowhere. First of all, any sane person that sees 400 goons pulling up, they're obviously going to leave. You, Hassan, are obviously stupid. But how stupid can you be? How stupid can you be? And second of all, don't tell people how to move. Some people like traveling with 100 goons everywhere they go. Shout out to my guy, Jim Jones. Shout out to Jimmy. Some people like rolling deep. Shout out to Papoose. Some people like rolling deep. Shout out to Hustle Hard Herbie, Mano, all them guys. Hassan, you wouldn't understand shit about rolling deep. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, DJ K. Slay. Rolling 500 deep. Rest in peace, K. Slay. Listen to me, Whack 100. You'll never be K. Slay. Where's my light? Oh, there we go. Simple. You will never be K. Slay, man. I don't care how deep you roll, Whack. I don't care how deep you roll, homie. You will never be K. Slay. So there's groups. Some people like Mob Deep. Rest in peace, Prodigy. They used to mob deep. They'd be deep everywhere. Everywhere they went, they would be deep. It wasn't just a name. It wasn't just the name of the group. They had Infamous Mob with them. They had a bunch of subsets. They were deep all the time. But you, Hassan, deep never. You, Hassan, you're never deep. With who? Let me ask you something. I'm asking you a question, Hassan, and I want everybody in here hit that like button. I'm asking Hassan a question now. Were you repping Zulu in jail? Were you repping Zulu in jail? Because Zulu was deep, right? How come you wasn't repping Zulu in jail? And another thing, I want to know, why does Zulu have zero presence on Rikers Island? Do you mean to tell me they were dominating the streets of the Bronx, but they're not dominating in the jails? Something just ain't right. You mean to tell me that Zulu Nation is dominating the streets of the Bronx, but they're not making no noise in the jail facilities? They're not making no noise in no New York State facilities like Rikers, like Attica. Hell, even in the mountains, they weren't making no noise. Okay. Upstate, downstate, anywhere, Valhalla, nowhere, Elmira, Zulu Nation, nowhere. Nowhere. Unless you prove me different. But let's get to that. Let's get to that. Nowhere, homie. So Hassan said Joe went to the hood. He reached out to my brother T-Mac in the hood. Let me guess, Hassan. Let me guess. He was supposed to check you? He was supposed to check you. Let me guess. He was supposed to come and check you in the Bronx, right? Why? Why? Because you're a multi-platinum rapper and I give a fuck what you say? Why would I check you? Your clothes don't match. You wear bronze jewelry. I literally don't want to be seen in public with you if I'm Fat Joe. Check you for what, Hassan? Literally, check you for what? If someone comes and takes a picture of the two of you, Fat Joe is gonna feel embarrassed. Joe, what are you doing with this guy? He looks like a turtle. Throw the turtle emojis up. What's that on his neck? Is that copper? No, it's bronze. Excuse me. Why, man? So like I said, I'll holler at your mans, T-Mac, because you're a dolja to me, Hassan. You're a dolja to me, Poppy. You heard? Was that clear enough for you? Do you want me to clarify? I don't speak to doljas. Get your man's T-Mac. Man, for a brain dead term, Hassan Campbell, listen, that's how I know you're brain dead, man. That's how I know you're brain dead, Hassan. You can't read between the lines. Your responses are just so delayed. You know what I mean? You don't have comprehensive thinking. I can't imagine actually driving in a car with you. You're like, I got to change lanes. You're asking the passenger, do I got it? Like, come on, man. You're like, do I got it? Jesus, man. You have no comprehensive thinking skills, geez. You really don't. You really don't. The simple fact that you don't see that you're a dolja is evidence of it. When he didn't want to talk, he didn't want to talk to you. He didn't want to talk to you. He wanted to talk to your OG, T-Mac. Therefore, again, you brain dead idiot. It means you're a dolja because he is not speaking directly to you. Like when I go to the Dior store, I don't like to talk to sales associates. I'm straight. I know what I want. I don't speak to sales associates when I go shopping, but that's just me. Some people, they don't speak to doljas. And some might say, yo, that's cocky. Somebody has to be a dolja. Somebody has to be a sales associate. You're right. But not me. You're right. But just not me, you guys. Hassan said, my whole thing is Hassan said, my whole thing is Mac told him, Hassan isn't the one who's going to back down. You got the wrong one. The intimidating, pulling up on the block with 300 to 400 people with you, that's not going to work. Hassan is basically saying he's not going to back down to Fat Joe. So you're not going to back down to Fat Joe? That's what you're going to tell Panda Chop, but didn't Whack 100 back you down? Whack 100 backed you down in public and off camera. So imagine what Fat Joe would do to you off camera. Listen to me. If 6ix9ine wasn't there, Whack 100 would have really given you all the smoke. Again, a rat was there helping you. A snitch came to your aid. Like, yo, this is the hottest blogger. He was actually trying to, put Whack 100 onto you. That shit was really sad watching that. You want to know what it is? It's a cringe moment in history. Like, let's watch this video of a rat, Whack 100, and Hassan Campbell. I know if you could take that moment back in your life, Hassan, I know you would do it in an instant because nothing about that was good. Maybe it started off good. Nah, it was bad right from the beginning. And that's my thing. You have no intelligence. Whack 100 had literally just sat with Tekashi months prior to that, and he lost all of his image. Everybody in the industry lost respect for Whack 100 when he did that. So why would you take the same approach? Obviously, there's going to be some it factor in the beginning. People are going to be like, oh shit, it's so bad, I got to watch. But there's no longevity in it, man. You really, really hurt your career by doing that. And you saw what had happened right before you. It literally happened to another man right before you, and you just couldn't accept it. Nothing about that was good, what you did with 6ix9ine. It was bad from the beginning. That's definitely, you know what I mean? After the 6ix9ine interview, after all this, what happened for you, man? What happened for you after the 6ix9ine interview? It was real quiet for you. You're not Whack 100. Whack 100 actually had a better chance to get a deal with academics than you. But the thing is, he's just as clumsy, though. He's just as clumsy as you. So that's why neither of you got a deal with academics. The both of you actually dropped the ball with that. I don't get the whole thing, man. I don't get it. I don't get it because academics knew Gilly and Wallow weren't going to sign to him on a podcast. He had literally told them they had one of the best podcast deals. But y'all two could have got that multi-million-dollar deal with academics. But now Whack 100 is just working for Adam 22. And Hassan Campbell, you're by yourself. The views went from 17,000 live viewers to now 3,000. It's pretty quiet, my friend. So that's why neither of you got to deal with academics. The both of you dropped the ball. I don't get it, man. But you want to know something? It's not academics' job to help the dirty sector of YouTube. Some people don't want to be saved. Some people actually like the dirty sector of YouTube. Listen to me, Poppy. 400K subs in the YouTube world is actually very small. You're not even in the top 1,000 YouTubers. So do me a favor and please stop referring to yourself as a big YouTuber. There are actually just kids on the internet that read books that are more lit than you, toddlers reading books that have more subs than you. So you gotta chill with all the big YouTuber thing. You're just a small fish, homie. You're a small fish. You're a koi fish in a pond. You're a koi fish in a pond. The big YouTubers, they're swimming in lakes, homie. But pretty soon, you're going to be a goldfish swimming in a toilet bowl. Pretty soon. Because that's the next step for you. When your Google account gets clipped, your YouTube, your Google, when Google clips your YouTube, and you want to know what that is? It's your Patreon. That's going to be your last leg. Patreon is going to be your last leg. You're on the internet begging for Patreons. And then somebody like me comes, pisses on the goldfish, and flushes the toilet. Hassan said, "You're not even going to pull up on the block? You're not even getting out of the car when you approach me? Approach me with caution?" So wait a second. I'm confused. Now you've confused me, Hassan. First you said he's not going to pull up, but before that, he's coming 400 deep. So my question is, which one is it? Why are you making up scenarios in your head is my question. Why are you giving us these what ifs? What if Patrick Ewing would have dunked it? What if? Don't give us these what ifs. First of all, Fat Joe would pull up. Now, if it's going to be 400 deep, I don't know about that. I don't know about all that. But you want to know what Fat Joe will do? Fat Joe will pull up on you in a Hanes sweatsuit and Air Force Ones that are already creased. Fat Joe will pull up on you in a Bentley, the old body, because of course it's the Bronx. He'll pull up in a Hanes sweatsuit with no jewelry, eating a Jamaican beef patty from Golden Crust. You want to know what? He's still going to have the flakes on his shirt, on his chest. And you want to know what he's going to do? He's going to crack the window down like a half a centimeter, like how you crack it down when you talk to the police. Like, yo, I'm looking for Poppy. You seen him? I'm looking for Poppy. You seen him? That's what Fat Joe's going to do. Do you think anybody is going to say, I know him? Do you think anybody is going to say, I know him? That's my man's? Listen to me. Fat Joe is a legend where he is from. You're not a legend. In order to be a legend, you need to be a legend where you're from first. I'm just saying, if you're going to be a legend, it's obvious you've got to become a local legend first. That's all I'm saying. You shouldn't have to say that, though. But Hassan, you know who's a legend? Stack Bundles is a legend. That's who's a legend. You want me to tell you who else is a legend? Do you want to know why? Stack Bundles is a legend, not because he's the best rapper. I'll be honest, Big L was probably nicer than Stack Bundles. I'm not going to have that debate with y'all, even though that's probably a really good one. My point is, Far Rock loves him. His hood loves him. Big L is another perfect example. Harlem loves him. He's a legend to Harlem. Stack Bundles is a legend to Far Rock. Hassan Campbell is a legend to fill in the blank. Bambada, baby. It's a trick question, you guys. And even that, are you really a legend to Zulu, Hassan? Because B Stinger held more weight than you. So was he really a legend in Zulu? Or was B.O. the legend? Was B.O. the legend? Oh, Mikey T, you're foul. Why are you talking like that? This white boy is talking crazy on the internet. Yo, Mikey T, you seen what happened when Leak Moss ran up on you? Mikey T, that mouth gets him in trouble. Well, that's the way I talk. Get used to it. Fat Joe isn't backing down from no Hassan Campbell. Let's be real about this. Hassan, Fat Joe doesn't even need 400 goons to pull up on you. Fat Joe is not backing down from no Hassan Campbell, man. Five God ain't. If Five God didn't back down from Hassan Campbell, why would Fat Joe? And shout out to Five God, actually. That's another person Hassan Campbell is shook to death of. That's another person he's shook to death of. So Hassan said right now, Fat Joe is using social media to float on cloud nine. He used the 50th anniversary of hip hop, and he's all over Instagram celebrating his life. I don't want to stop Joe from celebrating life, Hassan had said. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing. Stop crying about the 50th anniversary of hip hop. Stop crying about the museum. You know what I mean? What's wrong with you, Hassan? Why rain on everybody's parade? Why do you have to be the one? Everybody's literally having a good time, and here comes miserable old you. Why do you got to rain on everybody's parade? Nobody was thinking about you. Oh, Lisa Rios. She concerns you. Right? She lived in your building. Why didn't you help her out? Why didn't you help her since you felt so bad? I mean, you did have them butter soft crispy Pelés on, right? Everybody take a look at the thumbnail of this video. You had the butter soft crispy Pelés on. Why didn't you help her if you felt so bad? This guy had the butter soft crispy Pelés on. He had size 58, y'all. Y'all see the thumbnail? Hassan, for the record, you're like a 46. Listen, when you buy Italian clothes, please, don't buy more than a 46. Seriously, homie. A 46? What is that? An extra large? Hassan, that's not how you measure clothes, you dumbass. Hassan walked into the store like, let me get a 58. Do you know what size that is? It's like a 5XL, you dumbass. Only an idiot like Hassan, man. The guy Hassan, he's literally too embarrassed to actually ask, but he doesn't know any better. So my question is, how are you going to learn? You're too embarrassed to ask, but you don't know. Guy's in his third childhood. You beef with kids, you beef with your own kids, and you tell them to be quiet because daddy's on YouTube. That's your priority. YouTube is your priority. You want to know what? I would literally quit YouTube before I came into every chat like, yo, guys, there's really 300 people in here, but it actually says there's 150. Have you ever heard of the phrase bow out gracefully? Just bow out gracefully, man. Bow out gracefully, but you want to go down swinging. You want to go down with a fight. You're like, nah, them dudes from 050, them 050 dudes can't take me down. 10 toes down can't take me down. You want to go down fighting, huh, Hassan? You're fighting yourself. You're hurting your own credibility. You want to know what you should do? You should follow Lord Ikem's advice and say less. Say less, homie. Say less. You ruin every video, diminishes your own credibility. You want to know why? Because your mouth is your biggest problem. Literally, every video you give people ammunition to expose you. You know what I mean? But every time something happens where a rapper dies, you got to run to the computer. You will literally be out in traffic. You'll pop, news will break. You'll jump in the emergency lane. This rapper died. This rapper died. I got to make a video. This rapper died. I got to make a crazy YouTube headline. This rapper got his snot box rocked. Homie, you live for YouTube. You live for views. In your mind, that makes you somebody. You walk around thinking you're somebody off the views. So now we're getting into this part about TA. Now we're going to get into the part about TA. Panda had asked him, you did the interview with TA, but you said you didn't like the audio. Hassan told Panda, he said, I did the interview, but I didn't care for the audio. TA's voice needs to be heard. I'm sick of Fat Joe having people like this behind the scenes. And then when they're done, they get kicked to the curb. Okay. Is this the part where I'm supposed to feel sorry? Am I supposed to care? Am I supposed to give some type of a shit? Why? Because you're a grown ass man who got kicked to the curb, quote unquote. Do I know TA? Who is TA? Is that my fam? Is he down with my set? Why would I care about TA? Here's the part I'm trying to figure out, Haas. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What are you doing? Thice? I'm going to actually start calling you Thice now. I'm going to call you Thice instead of Thizon. Yo, Thice. Because I'm trying to figure out why does Hassan Campbell care so much about TA? What is it to Hassan Campbell? He doesn't care about any of the rappers. He doesn't care about Gilly the Kid's son who passed away. What does he care about TA? Oh, I know. It's because Hassan Campbell doesn't like Fat Joe. So now all of a sudden, he cares about TA. Fat Joe, why'd you do TA dirty? Hassan Campbell wants answers, you guys. Hassan wants answers, y'all. Oh, we're going to give him answers. We're going to give him answers. This guy doesn't understand shit about hip hop. He doesn't understand anything about teams. This guy's always been a one-man team. This guy left Bullets Gotti. If you're watching this on demand, that's why I played that clip of 10 Toes Down speaking about Bullets Gotti. That's how Hassan Campbell treats his allies. Promised the man a car. Some dude who claimed he was making 20, 30,000 off of YouTube a month. Couldn't even get a guy a little beater. You know what I'm saying? Literally has him riding around with dudes on the handlebar of his bike. You know what I'm saying? Like we're in first grade or something like that. Hell yeah, salute to the chat. I see y'all in there getting it in, man. Everybody hit that like button, share this video one time. Now Hassan Campbell cares. Now he says Fat Joe did TA dirty. Now he wants answers all of a sudden. But listen to me. Listen. If someone was with someone for 20 years or 25 years, there is no getting done dirty. And if you get done dirty, it's your own fault. Because in the words of lobby boy Jim Jones, listen to me, Hassan, you can learn a thing from him. You get what you negotiate in life. You get what you negotiate. So for the people in the world like Hassan Campbell and TA saying they're worth more, you get what you negotiate. If you know your worth, you'll get paid properly. Hassan Campbell, you obviously don't know your worth. You don't know your worth, Hassan. And you know what, man? If you don't care about your career, why should I? Let me guess about TA. Let me guess, TA. Fat Joe should have made sure you had an accountant and did your taxes. He should have helped you with that so you didn't get caught up like Young Buck. Joe should have showed you how to do your income taxes, TA. TA, do you know about ASCAP? Do you know about BMI? No, not body mass index. I'm not talking about working out. You know what? Never mind. Never mind, man. It's not Fat Joe's job to teach you all of that. And that's why Hassan Campbell has this like blurred mind. Like, why do you think rappers are role models? Why do you think that, Hassan? Just because you're a wannabe role model? Shout out to my son. You know what I'm saying? It's not Fat Joe's job to teach all of this shit to people. You know what I mean? He's maneuvering through his own life. He's had his own problems in life. How could you put that on him? Why do you think rappers are role models, Hassan? Why do you think rappers are role models? Listen to me. People like Serena Williams. Serena Williams is a role model. She plays tennis. People are like, be like her. That's why they tell girls that. They tell guys, you could be like Jordan. People like that are role models. Are you hearing me? Why do I have to explain this to you? Nobody thinks role models when they think about rap, probably with the exception of Tupac Shakur. You know what I'm saying? Hassan, you are the type of person that will never be anybody's role model. You will never be anybody's role model, man. What did you do to inspire us? What did you even inspire us to do? You're not matching clothing. What did you inspire us to get a pond? What did you inspire us to do? To go to Fordham Road instead of the Diamond District? Guy tries to impress strangers on the internet. That's his whole life. It's his whole life right there, yo. So Panda asked Hassan, how did he find out you did an interview with TA? So apparently Hassan did this interview with TA and he never released it. So Hassan said he didn't find out, he knew from TA flipping out. Bottom line, he didn't want it to happen. Panda said, but you did a video a while ago when you said interview coming soon. That's right. And at that point in time, when I saw Hassan Campbell say that, I didn't think he had an interview already recorded Me personally, I was thinking that Hassan Campbell had seen that Panda Chop, what Panda Chop News was doing, and was like, oh shit, I could actually take that and do a whole interview on TA and expose Fat Joe. That's what I was thinking was happening because I'm not all too familiar with TA, you know what I mean? And I know the history of Terror Squad, but that doesn't mean I'm even familiar with TA like that. You know what I'm saying? Aside from the duration of his time with Fat Joe, I know that he's been one of the people. I've known many people who have rocked with Fat Joe over the years. I don't see Fat Joe's associate Raul making any diss videos. And every time I seen Raul in Miami back when I lived there for 5 years, he'd always have a TS chain on. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I did run into TA. I'm not really all too familiar where he is and shit, you know. But Hassan obviously just wants to do the interview to attempt to expose Fat Joe. Hassan isn't even known for doing interviews. You know what I mean? So he really just had a whole target in doing that. So basically Panda brought that to his attention because, you know, that's what a lot of us saw Hassan say, interview coming soon. Hassan said probably from that, he didn't want that to happen because he knows he has a lot of allegations. And if it comes from your ghostwriter, it doesn't look good as well. And then Panda expressed, like, especially since your platform is so big, so he knows it's going to reach so many more people, he will have to pay attention. Yeah, that's a thing. You know, it'll undoubtedly do 100,000 plus views. You know, it'll undoubtedly do a lot of views. I mean, we see the amount of views it does on Panda Chop's channel. You know what I mean? And Panda Chop, like, you know, he's a rising channel in the game. I think he's at like 20,000 subs now. I had sworn my guy was at like 30,000 subs. You know, Panda Chop is just, he has such a growing page at this point in time where, like I said, you know what I mean? I even said in one of my diss videos that Panda Chop usually does the most views, but J Hood couldn't even do shit on his page. You know what I mean? This guy does a shitload of views. You know, if the topic is right, and Panda Chop usually doesn't miss. So Panda says, especially since your platform is so big. But listen to me. I want to say something. Listen to me, guys. Again, I don't mean no type of disrespect, but listen to me close. Panda Chop, Hassan Campbell, trust me when I tell you, Fat Joe didn't watch any TA interview. Fat Joe didn't watch it, man. He didn't watch it, not from Hassan, not from Panda Chop, nothing personal, but he probably, I would have to say, he did not watch it. Why? Why would he? That's a disgruntled employee. In Fat Joe's eyes, he's a disgruntled employee. He was with the company for 30 years. That's what TA is at the end of the day. I don't know what y'all going to be saying in the comments. Like, Mikey T, you foul. Why you got to say it like that? Why do I gotta word things in such a brash way? You know what I mean? Why do I gotta be the one to say it like that? Why not? It's true. Everyone in the chat, come on. Of course, he is disgruntled. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's owed money allegedly. You don't even know how much he's owed. We don't know how much he's owed. TA could be owed 2,000 from a verse from 1998 for all that we know. You know what I mean? What is it, TA? Is it life-changing money or is it J Hood Toyota Prius money? Are we talking $60,000? I'm trying to figure out what is this life-changing money that TA is crying over on Panda Chop's channel. I hope it isn't no bum ass 60,000 on some J Hood shit. Like, come on, man. Because I'm getting tired of that shit. You know what I'm saying? You're crying over money on the internet. The money you're crying about, you listen. You got 250,000 views. You got 250,000 views of you crying on the internet about money. The views. Y'all see what I'm trying to explain to y'all? Long story short, Panda Chap has got more views than y'all got money owed to you. J Hood, Math Hoffa, listen to me, Hood. Math Hoffa got more views than money is owed to you. Panda Chops, the Math Hoffas, the Mikey T's, all of us of the world, we're going to laugh it off. And you guys are the ones that are going to look like clowns at the end of the day. At the end of the day, that's just what it's going to be, you guys. Yeah, Lisa. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. Yeah, we're not covering that tonight though, Angel, about Lisa Rios. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't really a major part of the topic that I was covering tonight. Pretty much what I was covering tonight was how Hassan Campbell was pretty much saying what would happen if Fat Joe pulled up on him on the block with 300 to 400 people, which I think is kind of ridiculous. You know what I mean? I actually think it's kind of ridiculous that Hassan Campbell is going to even think that Fat Joe is going to roll up with that many different people. Like, really? Like, what do you think this is, man? Nobody's rolling up with 300 people. Why would you even say 300 people? That makes no sense. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny, but it makes no sense. You know, it just shows how out of touch Hassan Campbell really is. I touched on it very briefly, you know, with Miss Rios. You know what I'm saying? With Hassan Campbell, it's like, dude, if you seen her struggling that bad, why would you not at least do something to help? Like, I really don't understand that. Like, what are you thinking? Like, what type of man are you? What type of decency do you have? I mean, obviously, back then, Hassan Campbell doesn't have the money. Obviously, back then, Hassan Campbell doesn't have the money that he has now. But in reality, you could help somewhere. You know what I mean? You don't need all that. Nobody's would be asking Poppy back then to give somebody life changing money, but you could actually help somebody out. You know what I'm saying? If you really cared to, since you're making a big deal about how you seen her rolling around with Pun's truck. You know what I mean? Since you've seen her rolling around in Pun's truck, you know what I mean? And you obviously feel a way about it. Why don't you do something about it? You know what I mean? Real ones would, but not you, man. Not you. You'd rather just watch and kind of like write about the story, like some sort of a weird journalist. You know what I mean? Like that's the type of shit you would do. You'd be writing about it in the corner and shit like that about Big Pun's wife who's going through the worst of her life at the moment. Rather than actually help out. You know what I mean? Who knows what $20 here, 40, $50 here and there could do to help somebody? Who knows? Maybe the friend that you saw her with, maybe they could have helped each other with rent or something. But no, you don't want you need everything. All the money that you had, you went into pressing up those, you know, actually never mind. You didn't need to press up any Tribe Called Quest shit. That shit was out of your budget anyways, man. What did you use your money for, Hassan? You had to used to put shit on layaway, right? So you really didn't have much money and shit. You'd be going to the store and putting shit on layaway, right? Angel, I don't know if I agree with this one, man. Cuban Link has got more bars than Fat Joe. No disrespect to my guy Cuban Link, but I think you might be in the smaller margin of people, you know what I mean, that actually believe that's true. You know, Cuban Link, Cuban Link did not really get the opportunity to show his craft, the way that Fat Joe did. I mean, Fat Joe has been released to the public 8 or 9 times, and 2 to 3 singles per release. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really even think you could compare it. I mean, what are you even really comparing? You know what I mean? You comparing Chain Reaction or something like that? Fat Joe and Cuban Link. What do you compare? You know what I mean? There's just I'm gonna finish this shit up. This weed I got is a mixture of Madrina. This weed I got is a mixture of Madrina and Runts. Obviously, it didn't. I mixed it myself because I left the Runts in the whip. Man, I just got some fire Runts too. I smoke better than all these rappers. I'm not gonna lie to you. I smoke better. If J Hood raps better than 90% of the rappers, or he's better than 90% of the rappers, I smoke better than 90% of the rappers out there. That's right. I smoke better than 90% of the rappers out there. Don't even make me start going over the list, because there's probably only a few that beat me. I might as well go over the ones that might beat me. Method Man probably calmed down. You know what I mean? He's getting his acting on right now. So I don't know if I got Method Man. I might have Method Man, but you probably have Method Man, Snoop, Wiz. But I smoke better than these rappers, you guys. Damn, you might have to put Gelly on the list. You know what I'm saying? I smoke better than the average rapper. I definitely smoke better than Troy Ave. But that's not really saying much. Having Haas on the channel. Haas, I believe Haas was gonna come on the channel one time when I was dissing the hell out of him about Styles P. Shit was hilarious. I was going off on him about Styles P, and he was really feeling a type of way about it. Shit was hilarious. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But I wanted to come out and talk about this tonight. You know what I'm saying? With Fat Joe and Hassan Campbell, and Hassan Campbell with this what if scenario. Shit's too funny, man. Talking about Fat Joe pulling up on the block 400 deep. Jeez, if he pulled up on the block 400 deep, you wouldn't be able to do shit. You know what I'm saying? If you pulled up onto the block 400 deep, you'd be 6 blocks away getting some chicken wings, just like you were in the last video you did on Cortland Ave. Like, let's be real about this, Hassan. Let's be real about this, man. This guy went to Cortland Ave to support his friend's video release or a music video shoot or something to support the people on Cortland Ave, and you popped into the Chinese spot to get some chicken wings to duck out on everybody. I saw how you was feeling, Hassan. I saw how you were feeling when you approached that car. They were like, "What the hell are you walking up on this car like that for?" I kind of saw it in you, man. And then you're like, "Oh man, I'm gonna go where I'm wanted, where I go and I pay for chicken wings." But yeah, guys, that was the podcast tonight. I just wanted to go over that topic, man. Him with this what if scenario about Fat Joe. There's a reason Fat Joe didn't go to check you. He didn't want to be seen in person with you. You use everything for clout. Nobody has seen T-Mac on the internet talking about, oh, Fat Joe came to check me and this and that and the third. You're the only person that does that, Hassan. Sometimes when you go to settle a difference with somebody, it's not always about taking to the internet. It's not always about taking to the internet. You're just so upset that you weren't the one that was called to help settle this difference. You realize how sad that is? I mean, come on, man. You're just not in the position that T-Mac is in. Fat Joe doesn't want to have a one-on-one with you. Not many people do. Not many people do want to have a one-on-one conversation with you, G's. But like I said, good luck on your Patreon, man. Good luck on your Patreon. Good luck on your continued success with YouTube. Even though you seemingly reached the heights, you reached the heights of your fame. You reached the heights at 17, 18,000, and you still try to put on like you make that 20, 30, 40,000 a month on YouTube. That's on you, homie. That's on you, homie. Appreciate you guys in the chat, man, supporting me. You know what I mean? Supporting the wave. You know what I'm saying? Supporting the kid. Some people sometimes come in and they be on some hate and shit, but then they're like, oh, shit. Yeah, that's like how Gully TV was stuck at like 120 subs. But you guys know what I did. I mean, I turned my shit from like 25,000 subs to 65,000 subs. So, I mean, that's actual growth. You know what I'm saying? Some people are just literally stuck. And I thought it was hilarious when Hassan Campbell tried to tell Math Hoffa they both had 500,000 subs. And I hit Math Hoffa and I was like, yo, Math, this dude is a fucking hater. I'm like, you're about to be a 1,000,000 follower Math. Like, get out of here. Hassan Campbell, don't be trying to talk to the people. Don't be trying to talk to the people that I know, geez. And don't be trying to fill them with bullshit. Don't be trying to fill them with bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because you tried to stall Math up. Math is like, what's Math at? Like 800,000 now? I called Math and I was like, yo, Math. I was like, we had a conversation and shit like that. I actually told Math a story I shouldn't have told Math, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? I told Math a story I should not have told Math. You know what I mean? But Math is my guy. It's not like he really divulges that information and shit. I'm really happy for all the success that he's had on YouTube. I actually got a chance to meet him in the early 2010s. You know what I mean? I got a chance to meet him right after he got banned from URL. Damn, dude. Yep. Haas has been stuck at 456K subs for a year. Haas, I need you to stop calling yourself a big YouTuber, man. Listen to me. Listen to me, Haas. I need you to stop calling yourself a big YouTuber because you are not even in the top 1,000 YouTubers. Shout out to Detroit in the building. Everybody, let me know what city and state you're tapped in from. Salute to Detroit. Yeah, Hassan's shit has really been stuck at that 400K mark for a minute. And it kind of reminds me of like somebody who like bought fake subs at the beginning to look cool or something. But nah, you can't deny Hassan Campbell's impact. I mean, I saw him earlier on when I was doing it as well. You know what I mean? And I was just like, Hassan Campbell's doing his thing. It is what it is. I'm doing my thing. I'm Mikey T, the movie star. I'm focused on what I'm doing. I got the chance to talk to Hassan Campbell, though, a few years later, as Hassan Campbell kept blowing up. Let me think. Yeah, this was before the 6ix9ine shit. Because this is 6ix9ine had got arrested, indicted. Arab had got indicted. It was like 2020. It was in Miami, Florida. I got on the phone call with Hassan Campbell, and I said, "Yo, Hassan, I'm doing this shit for AR-Rab. I'm doing all this promotion online for AR-Rab to keep his name alive. And I know what you do. I've seen your YouTube lives with your 1,200 live viewers, 1,800 live viewers, 19, 2, maybe 2,000 live viewers as he continued to build himself up. And I said to Hassan, I was like, yo, I'm doing this thing with AR-Rab. It would be great if you could put a little bit of publicity on it. You know what I mean? It'd be great if you could put a little bit of publicity on it." And I was met with, "Do you know AR-Rab?" And I was met with silence. And I was met with silence, you guys, from Hassan Campbell about my AR-Rab campaign. I might have to do a whole episode about that. You know what I mean? Because that's terrible for a guy who just shouted out AR-Rab. You know what I mean? You shouted him out one time. You did not tell nobody on your YouTube channel what your thoughts on what he's going through. All it was a shout out AR-Rab, like he's literally still in Philly or something like that. He is locked up in federal prison. You know what I'm saying? You're going to say his name with one line after dissing Gilly the Kid? I take personal offense to that. I take personal offense to that, man. I might have to do a whole joint about that. I might do a whole joint about that, man, recapping that whole story about Hassan Campbell didn't know who AR-Rab was. How did you not know who AR-Rab was, man? You're going to have to explain that one to the people. You're going to have to jump on the internet and tell the people you did not talk to Mikey T, the movie star. You want to know why you had to talk to Mikey T, the movie star? Because like Fredro Starr said, I'm one of the originators of this blog shit. I'm one of the people who actually inspired you. I'm one of the originators of this blog shit. And you want to know what? I'm even one of the originators of jumping on this camera and talking like this because I inspired a lot of rappers to do it. Tell me I didn't. Tell me I didn't. The only people you inspired to do it, Hassan, was behind the bar and the guy that be in his closet. That's who you inspired to do this. I inspired the greatest people in hip hop to do this. I remember interviewing Nori. Have you even ever met Nori? Shout out to Nori. That's my guy. Yeah, that's right. After I interviewed Nori, guess what? He never let me interview him again. He never let me interview him again. You want to know why? He became an interviewer right after I interviewed him. Every time after that, when I saw Nori, it was, "Yo, Mikey, let's smoke this weed. Yo, Mikey, drink this 40 with me." Y'all know the spot, the cheeseburger spot across the street from Dream. Yeah, that's right. Nori, yo, want to get this interview? Yo, Mikey, there's a bag of weed right there. Roll up. But maybe that was just a Miami thing. You know what I mean? Maybe it was me. I was rolling up, having a good time, never got to the interview. I don't think it was me, though, because I would always get to the interview. You know what I mean? Like if I was in a position to interview BG, or if I was in a position to interview Roscoe Dash, or if I was in a position to interview Pusha T, the weed would always be the sideline. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even really smoke with the rappers a lot. You know what I'm saying? BG did give me a big ass blunt. I'm not even gonna lie, that was like must have been like a 7. You know what I'm saying? And there was like a 3.5 left. So I'm like, oh shit, that's lit. You know what I'm saying? But as far as smoking with the rappers, some of them I would smoke with. I missed the opportunity to smoke with Ja Rule. We were gonna smoke because I brought the Duchess. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, Mikey, you got the Duchess. But the interview got cut short. I interviewed Ja, and I had to go interview his other artists as well. I had to interview like 3 people that night. H.O., Merce Montana, a bunch of people there that night. Yep, that's right. They let me run around the crack house studio. You know, the one that Nori was talking about on the podcast? But yeah, go look for it. Nori tweeted, "Where is Mikey T, the movie star? In Paris." You know what I mean? In retrospect, I really respect everything Nori did. You know what I mean? I really do. Every time I see Nori, it's drink, smoke, cheeseburgers. You know what I'm saying? It's freaking awesome. You know what I mean? That was really like a crazy dynamic in retrospect. That's freaking awesome, man. I did get to interview his partner, though. You know what I'm saying? Capone. So that was pretty sweet. You know what I'm saying? That did a few views. He told me about all types of shit, man. It was really an honor to interview CNN, both of those guys. Haas is a civilian. Yeah, Haas made a video. I made a video about it. How Haas was like, I think I made a video about how he had to get himself out of the hood by using his camera. It was pretty sad. I'm not going to lie. He literally had to video record himself, be like, yo, this is what's happening to me. I'm live now. Just so everybody knows, you're not allowed to harm me. I'm on the computer. I'm on the internet. It's like television. It's self-snitching if you do something to me. That's what Hassan Campbell did to get out of the hood one time. Do y'all remember that video? Do y'all remember that video? That's pretty sad, in my opinion, if you have to do that to get out of the hood. Guys, it's 11:30 and everything is all right. Just letting you all know this is real time. But yeah, guys, that's the podcast for tonight. Everybody in here, hit the link in the description. If y'all are on Instagram, anybody on here that follows me on Instagram, I'll give y'all the follow back right now. If you follow me based on this video, that means right now, like in this moment, if you go to Instagram, follow me. You got to click the link in the description. I will follow you all back. I want to finish up this Coors Light here. See what's going on over here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. Hassan Campbell, you know what I mean? And I want to say, everyone watching, miss me with the dry snitching stuff. I'm not DJ Vlad. What does Bimmy think about Hassan Campbell? You know what I mean? And I want to say, everyone watching, miss me with the dry snitching stuff. I'm not DJ Vlad. Hassan Campbell said out of his own mouth he protected Bullets Gotti from Bimmy because Bimmy wanted to rock his snot box. For lack of a better term, he said Bimmy wanted to turn Bullets Gotti's TV off.
Yeah, let me tell you something, man. That shit he talking is his own personal shit, and for a reaction from the people. Bimmy ain't turning nobody TV off. Did he ever turn somebody TV off before? Is he that type of person to be out here in these streets committing killings and murders? No, that was Prince and Preem and them. That was they thing. That's not Bimmy's thing to be.
Y'all can go check out this exclusive from 10 Toes Down with me if you want to see the full exclusive. It's on YouTube right now. You know, I got a bunch of work with 10 Toes Down out there, man. We've done multiple interviews together. In my opinion, he's one of the dopest new upcoming bloggers as well. But yeah, Panda Chop, good job on all your work, man. I really commend you, especially on the new interview with Spiderloak. That joint right there is going crazy. You're just getting an opportunity to work with so many different people. The Hassan Campbell interview, though, Distant Fat Joe, them shits is going crazy because Hassan Campbell's always been talking about Fat Joe for like the last few years, man. You know what I mean? Ever since that story came out about how he faced off with Fat Joe and he was sizing him up. You know what I mean? So I thought those were great interviews. And yeah, I just wanted to react to it, man. You guys might see some you know what I mean, more work as far I don't know, Panda Chop might be doing something with my J Hood exclusive. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't think J Hood and I are going to be able to get in the ring. I don't think celebrity boxing is going to really want to do it. You know what I mean? Mikey T versus the D Block Reject. You know what I'm saying? But if they do, just know that I've been training. I'm getting ready for this thing with J Hood if it does happen. You know what I mean? It could be an interesting bout. You know what I mean? I think there could be some money to it. You know what I mean? Mikey T, you got the YouTube sensation versus the D Block Reject sensation. You know what I mean? He's been sensationalized for being a D Block Reject. You know what I mean? It'd be interesting to see that, man, because you know what I mean? I'm just saying, man, me in the ring, you have to pay to see that though on some PPV pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? Real tales from the hood. I'm about to show J Hood what tales from some serious tales from the hood are. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not serious. We could do it, man. We could do it if my guy actually sees this video because my guy messes with him over there and shit. They wanted to set it up with Leak Moss. They wanted to set it up with Leak Moss at first, but they was trying to get me to do all types of different promo and shit. And I was like, okay, let's move forward with it. But I think there was just a lack of interest. I really think there was a lack of interest because the fight really should have been Dark Low versus Leak Moss. Maybe the fact that Dark Low was on probation, or not probation, he was out on parole, actually awaiting sentencing. I think that would have affected it. I don't know. What do y'all think? Would Dark Low have been able to do the boxing match with Leak Moss if he was on parole? Would it kind of be looked at as a thing where he was, it was like a job type of a situation? Dark Low was up going for a job, you know what I mean? He had a job situation. Guy probably would have made 50 bands off of that fight alone, you know what I mean? Getting in the ring with Leak Moss. Not sure where they would have done it. Would it really have been 50 bands? You know what I mean? Really? 50 bands? Who's going to be taking that money loss on that? You know what I'm saying? That's going to be it would have had to have been a part of a card. No, they wouldn't have got 50 bands. They probably, damn, who the hell wants to fight for 15 bands though? I was saying 15 bands for each of them. Huh, that's interesting, man, because Leak Moss was actually supposed to have a fight. He was actually supposed to have a fight. I wonder how much he actually got paid for that. It's interesting that I have something to talk with Leak Moss about. Who knows? Maybe it'll happen one day, guys. Maybe it'll happen one day. I'm not opposed to it. You know what I'm saying? Some people that actually follow what's going on know the questions to ask. But I'm out of here for the night, y'all. Definitely appreciate everybody tapping in. And like I said, if you're watching this video and you're on Instagram, you can follow me on the gram right now just by clicking the link in the description. Mikey T _ the movie star on the gram, y'all. If you want to follow me, shoot me the follow. But if right now, it's like midnight, you're watching this video, I'll give you the follow back. If not, wait till the next video. See you next time, guys. Peace.